Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Today, I wanted to comment on how there are many people on YouTube, content creators, they're talking about how the card market is crashing. And I didn't really see so many people talk about that. A lot of people were talking about speculating into basketball, getting back in on the dips. People were talking about, I'm going to throw $50,000 for NBA cards, Harden cards. And they thought, hey, the Nets are going to be the top seed in the playoffs, so it's good to speculate then. And no offense to the dude that was doing it, but he's a guy in college. And all he's seen is the market go up since he's been investing in cards. And I've been through a few rodeos myself. I've seen markets go down hard. And I'm going to show you a market that I'm familiar with. And I have a gold and silver channel. But, this is a chart from stockcharts.com. This is from 2011 ish. Sorry if I held it too high. And gold was around $2,000 an ounce. And I noticed there was a lot of similar sentiment, and I got into it as well. I managed to convince my grandfather. I didn't tell him to buy, but he bought gold right at the top in 2011. Some of my family members were ticked off that my grandpa just bought $20,000 worth of gold, even though he had a decent amount of money. And that amount of gold in 2015, the time that he passed away, that's when it bottomed out. And now the gold market has regained all of its losses, and it'll probably reach all-time highs again. But at the same time, it took 4 years for gold to bottom out in 2015. And I did lose quite a bit of money at that time. Now I'm starting to regain some of my losses. And I noticed that on YouTube, there was a lot of hype going on. A lot of people were getting in on it. A lot of people were saying, you're stupid if you're not buying it. You're silly. And when I see the crowd going in, I get a bit nervous, and I try to do things that are opposite of the crowd. And I want to look at another chart over here. This was PWCC I showed you the other day. And from 2008 to about now, in March, it went up 525%. This is the top, I believe, 500. And the S&P 500 only went up 175%. And if you look at the PWCC top 100, it went up about 700% over a span of 13 years. 13 and a quarter years. So, what I've put in my thought process the last week, this number is going to be going down. Mean reversion. That was just my opinion. Because there was so much enthusiasm in this market, and on top of it, you saw a lot of people trying to flip and flip and flip and flip. And the thing is, I believe in a concept called the law of numbers. Once everything gets overhyped, it will mean revert. It will just go back down to an appropriate level. What will that level be in the next few months? I'm not sure. But it's not going to be what we saw in March of 2021, in my opinion. And, just going back to the gold market, it took 4 years to bottom out. Am I saying the card market's going to bottom out in 4 years? No. I'm just saying that a bear market in a hobby that we like, it could go down for years. And we have to be prepared for the roller coaster ride in this. And I don't know what you guys think. I want you to comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and tell me, what do you guys think about all of these YouTube guys now talking about a crash. I was warning about this. I didn't feel comfortable. And I've been talking about in my last few videos, I'm starting to sell a bunch of my cards. I should have probably sold my cards in February and March. And I could have, made a killing. Now I'm still making more than what I would have if I were to sell it within 3 months, if I go back to last year. That being said, the trend, in my opinion, is probably going to level off. You may see a dip going into the fall, but at the same time, the flipping game is going to be much, much, much harder. What I'm looking at right now is things that many people aren't looking at. I noticed this basketball player, Kwame Brown, excuse me. He used to play in the NBA. The sports media used to rip him apart, and he finally wasn't able to take it anymore. He lashed out on YouTube. This was about 6-7 days ago. He had about 12,000 subscribers. I went to the Wayback Machine online, and it said he had 12,000 subscribers approximately as of May 18th. Do you know what it is right now? It's close to 200,000 subscribers in 6 days. So I just decided to buy one of his auto ungraded cards. And this is something very interesting. You don't see one guy who's been quiet for 20 years all of a sudden blow up on social media. He destroyed Steven Jackson. He destroyed Stephen A. Smith. He destroyed Charlemagne the God. And many more. And he's going to go after the media even more. He focused on the sports media. He's going to go after Skip Bayless. He's going to come after all these guys. And a lot of people respect him. They respect him because they remind him of themselves, where they're not the best. They've always been picked on, bullied, and that's what the average guy feels in America. That's why people of all different kinds can relate to Kwame Brown, in my opinion. And Jason Whitlock talked about it, that if Kwame Brown cleans up the way he speaks, meaning he stops cursing and uses clean language, this guy could be really, 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 really big. And that's really strange coming from a guy who was always labeled a bust, didn't say anything, and all of a sudden in 1 week he's gone through the roof on YouTube. And now I think they're shadow banning him. But yeah, I'm going to be looking at Kwame Brown cards. Now there's going to be a lot of people going into that. Kwame Brown has the potential of being huge. And it's just crazy. 12,000, 200,000 subscribers in just a week. That's insane. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about the sports card crash. Think about Kwame Brown cards. What other cards are you looking at? And I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks. Bye.